Stingray just hanging out here right in front of where I'm camped out. Poor little guy. Looks like it's fresh from like yesterday too. Feels good to get out and run. I decided to pull back down into this little spot on the beach for one more day and get it running because I feel like I'm done making excuses for why I can't stay active. When I'm living in a vehicle, I always come up with excuses like I don't have a shower, there's no place for me to run, or a million other things. And Alan, and for those guys who haven't watched my videos, was a guy that I was traveling with for the last 3 days. He goes out for a run almost every morning, and he kind of inspired me to go today. So it feels good, but now I feel gross, and I have no way to feel ungross. Actually, yes I do. I have one more dude shower left. And it is so nice to be able to come out right here on the beach. It's gonna be kind of hard to leave this place, but we must continue our journey northward as far as this little tank will take us. But it has been just about a week that I've been living in this mini truck, and laundry and other things are starting to mount up in here. So before we head out and find a campsite or where we're gonna go today, because on these trips I typically have no plan. I kind of just look on the map and pick where I'm gonna go each day. I'm gonna have to go into town and get some chores done. But first, we're making breakfast. For some breakfast at the beach. So last night I ended up getting a way better sleep than I normally have in the back of the truck, because I figured out if I don't pull my bed out, and for those of you guys who, if this is your first video, this bed pulls out. If I don't pull it out all the way, I don't feel the slats as much, and it's like 10 times more comfortable. So from now on, hopefully I'll get better night's sleeps. But one thing about being at the beach and not having a rug, which I need to get at some point, is I trek in so much sand, so it's constantly all over everything. And while I'm here, there's not really much I can do to get rid of it, since every time I get out I just track more in. So the only thing I can really do is manage it, keep it all towards the front, and then sweep it out when I leave. I think it's time to leave this little beach paradise though, get back on the road. I've also accumulated quite a few bags of trash that need to get thrown out. This has kind of become my temporary trash bin. Make sure we press our fun mode button. Turn on 4-wheel drive. Again, not that I need it, just makes me feel cool to use. Take care of this trash real quick. Onward. first few days of living in the back of this thing, I was just throwing my laundry up there because it was kind of wasted space, but I didn't like having it up there. And I remember that this is just basically empty, so now this is where my laundry goes. And I really didn't pack a lot of clothes because of how small this car is, so I only have about a week and a half's worth of laundry before I need to do it each time, so I will probably be making a lot more stops at laundromats this trip than I normally would. I also don't have a laundry bag. There we go, 22 minutes. Also, look at this laundromat. It's so nice. It's the nicest laundromat I think I've ever been to. I didn't realize how much running on the sand was gonna tear up my toes. But let's tackle this. Now we just wait for it to finish washing. So while I was waiting for this stuff to dry, I was looking at places I can go, and I think for today, we're gonna go check out Morro Bay, which is about 45 minutes. There are a few mountains I have to drive through in order to get there, but I don't think they're too steep, and I can also avoid highways, so it shouldn't be too bad. But we'll go explore there, and then probably find a place to stealth camp tonight. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find anything where we can get some wilderness camping, but I'll do my best when I get there, see what we can find. And then for the rest of the trip, I just found out from Googling that part of Route 1 is closed, and pretty much the only way around it are through mountain passes. Because there's one mountain pass on the highway called Gustos Pass or Custos Pass that has like 8 miles of 7% grade, which I don't feel comfortable doing in this mini truck. And then there's one other option that has, I think, steeper grades, but it's not a highway, that I also don't really feel comfortable doing in the mini truck. So I'm not sure we're gonna be able to make it all the way up to San Francisco on this trip. Might just have to be another one once Route 1 is open again. It closed because of landslides. I thought that it opened because I read an article that it had, but I guess it was out of date. Because a few hours north of here, it is closed. But we're still gonna drive all the way up there and then turn around just wherever the road closes. And I only brought one hoodie for this trip because I didn't expect it to be super cold, but it's actually been quite chilly for the last 3 or 4 days. So we pretty much have 2 options for our route up to Morro Bay. There's one that goes kind of through the mountains, but I don't think the grades are too steep. And then there's one that's on the highway, and I think I'm gonna take the one that avoids the highway with potentially steeper grades, because then I'll feel less pressure to go super fast and basically put my foot to the floor for 30 minutes. So we're taking back roads. So this is our first hill. My pedal is all the way to the floor. We're going 28, according to that sign. My foot is pressed all the way down. This is why I don't like driving this thing on highways when there's hills. I don't know why this is squeaking so much now. Whatever. So I googled what restaurant can you not leave Morro Bay without trying, and the answer online said Tognazzini's dockside. So we're gonna go there, grab grab some lunch. Right across from Morro Rock, which I didn't know was even here. I didn't know Morro had a big rock, which you can't really see right now. You can kind of see the outline of it over there, over the ocean. There's clouds covering it, but it's a big rock. We're gonna go check that out too. And walking down here, this place really reminds me of Maine. When I went up to Bar Harbor with all these fishing boats in the bay and the cool rock. All right, I think this is it right here. There we go. Tog Nazzini's Dockside. Can she get a table for one? You already know I can't come to a fishing town and not get the clam chowder. Look at that. I can tell by looks this is already gonna be very good. It's very thick. Tell there's a lot in there. Oh, that looks so good. Take those off of there. Don't like avocados. And she said this sauce doesn't normally come with it, but it's like a chipotle aioli. So I'm excited to try it. Oh, look at that. So good. I'm not gonna lie, it might be one of the best quesadillas I've ever had. But yeah, I will say, I don't normally say that about food. That is the best that I've had, but that borderline was one of the best seafood quesadillas, or even quesadillas in general. Everything about it was perfect. The cheese, the buttery seafood, the tortilla was crispy. Definitely gotta try it if you come through here. Clouds are giving a real mysterious vibe to the bay right now too. Such a creepy mist kind of covering everything. There's so many of them. Always chase them. That's where we're going next. That's a big rock. Those clouds rolling in look so cool. And look at that, there's a couple sea otters out there laying on their backs. And I can't get over how clear this water is. Look at them. Just rolling around in the seaweed. So some fun facts about this big rock is it's actually a volcanic plug, which I didn't even know was a thing until I read that online. But according to what I've read online, it's 23 million years old, or at least it formed 23 million years ago as the plug of a volcano, whatever that means. So it's mostly made of volcanic rock. It's 581 feet tall, and it is the remnant of a now extinct volcano. But now I get to walk around and read facts that I just looked up 5 minutes ago. Over on this side, there's just some beaches, and I think the rock is actually what's holding off these clouds, at least right on the other side of it. It's like parting them since they're so low to the ground. I guess technically it's fog. Either way. It's like parting the clouds. So right on the other side of this rock, it's sunny, but then everywhere else, it's super foggy. But yeah, that's Morro Rock for you. You can almost see the clouds coming around that side, and then the clouds coming around that side. Mr. Big Rock splitting them in the middle. Oh, look at that. There's even a jellyfish right there. Moon jelly, maybe? I don't know. Correct me in the comments. All right, so look at that majestic shot of the mini truck. But I don't know if there's anywhere that I can camp nearby. These small beach towns have given me nothing but trouble on this trip with getting kicked out, so I think I might drive a bit inland, grab some groceries for dinner, and find somewhere to camp. So I'll check in with you guys when we get there. Alright, and I think this is where we're gonna try to stay tonight. Right in front of this dirt lot where hopefully no one will bother us. I ended up driving to the next beach town over, like 15 minutes. It's a little bit smaller. Hopefully we don't get kicked out tonight. There's no signs though, so should be okay. Correction. This is not the spot we can stay. That is where we were looking for, in front of that dirt lot. I think all of the spots over there might be full, but we're gonna go check it out. What does this say? No parking in between the signs, Friday mornings, 8 to 12:30. Tomorrow is Friday. But worst case, I can honestly just get out of here before 8 a.m. And I'm sure before the night ends, someone will leave this parking lot and I can just take their spot, which it actually looks like people might be leaving right there, so. Absolutely impeccable timing. BEA useful. And now we get to wake up to a farmer's market. Nice. Well, barring we don't get kicked out of our spot. So on the way here, I did stop by the market And no, I didn't get a box full of Tito's. They just gave me my groceries. But I got some stuff to cook some dinner tonight in the van. But I want to go check out this spot, see where we are staying. Kind of like right on the main street of this small town. I forget the name of it. I actually don't know how to say it. Cayucos? 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 I don't know. But we're on the main street of that town. A little liquor store, Brown Butter Cookie Company. Main street, some eerie fog rolling through it, and I think we're right on the beach too. It's a great spot. Yeah, we are only one street away from the beach. Can't really tell because it's so foggy. There's a pier that goes all the way out there. But yeah, not bad. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna get to bed pretty early tonight because it's been a long last couple days. I just got a real simple meal to make for dinner tonight. I was gonna cook something up, but honestly that seafood quesadilla was a lot more than I thought it was gonna be, so still pretty full from that. So for dinner tonight we're just doing a little chopped salad and a nice like lemony kind of dressing. I don't know. I also didn't bring a bowl on this trip, so I need to get one eventually. I could have swore I did, but I only have my plate somehow. I actually really like this knife. And it is unbelievably sharp. And a good way to test if your knife is sharp is if you put it on the back of your fingernail and it catches. It's a good way to tell you have a pretty sharp knife. First things first, let's slice up some of these almonds. So we got some almonds, some tomatoes. What a vibe with that music. And then the last thing is one of these romaine hearts just chopped up into little bits. And then for the dressing on this salad, I wanted to keep it super light. Just a little bit of olive oil, some lemon juice, a little bit of honey, some salt, and some black pepper. And also, just because I have it, I'm gonna throw a little bit of garlic in there too. Get that all mixed together. Beautiful. Now all we want to do is cook up some bacon. Ow! Ah! Yay! There we go. Time to assemble our salad. Starting with our lettuce. Going in with our tomatoes. Hit it with our almonds. Bacon bits. Get some croutons on there. A little bit of shredded cheddar. And then the lemony dressing, we'll just throw that on top. Alright, and then I went ahead and cleaned up the truck because, in my opinion, eating when it's messy just stresses me out. I think for the rest of the night, just gonna hang out in here, finish my salad, maybe watch that new episode of Game of Thrones that came out. It's not bad. It's a super light dressing, so it's not like very overpowering, but it actually is pretty good. It's so hard to eat a salad on a plate. Everything's so spread out. 10 out of 10 though. Great salad. All right. Turn my light off so people can't see it as easily outside because these curtains kind of have a little space in between them when the wind's coming in. But the sun is almost fully set. I'm gonna use headphones tonight to watch my movie because I'm keeping my windows open and don't need people hearing it. But what I was talking about with my bed earlier is if I pull it out just like 3 or 4 inches instead of the full way, the slats stay more like solid, so they're not as like spread apart like where I'd be sleeping on them. So I can't feel them as much, and this bed is so much more comfortable like this. And it's still more than wide enough for me to sleep on. This table actually doubles. I found this out the other day as a perfect little stand to put it up on and watch movies. We made it. No one bothered us all night. I heard them setting up the farmer's market this morning. Slept great. Super quiet spot. And now I get to go check out that farmer's market. I also hate having to get out of the truck when there's a bunch of people around. Makes me feel like I'm like a little gremlin crawling out of his cave. It has to be done at some point. It's not like my van. Like in my van, I could crawl up to the front seat and get out and act kind of normal, but here I just have to like come out of the back door. It's whatever. Something smells delicious. Pretty small farmer's market. These your spices?
Yeah. It makes hamburger taste like steak.
Hamburger tastes like steak. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's pretty good.
And this one here, Santa Maria, but the one you get in the stores is really salty. This isn't.
This is prime rib seasoning.
Or Santa Maria style.
Oh, that's pretty good too. Yeah, I'll take one of the cow ones definitely.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You take care now.
Have a good one. All right, we didn't leave empty-handed. This guy was selling some seasonings, and I figured I always cook things in the van. No Name Spices cow seasoning. I think I might hang out in town for another like 20 or 30 minutes. And I'm gonna get out of here, head back to Morro Bay for a quick hot shower, and then we're continuing northward. Look at this place. It's got some character. But I think that's the end of this video. So as always, truly appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, think about clicking that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys next time.